Welcome back to the warm-up. Kevin Calabro, the go-to guy Jim Moore, and Brady running the camera. If he can break away from his whatever it is he does over there every day for 8 hours on end.
No shoelaces.
And no shoelaces on his shoes. What is that all about anyway? You see me walking around without my shoelaces on? With those hippity-hop pants hanging around my butt? No. I try to uphold a good image around here for the young people. They won't follow.
If you and I went into a store and bought those shoes, we would both ask where the laces were, right?
Yeah. Where the laces at?
But you buy them just like that, right?
Yeah, they're slippers.
They're slippers.
No, really? Low-cut cons, Chuck Taylor's is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Without shoelaces. But they're really slippers. They're made without the shoelaces. See, I thought he didn't have the shoelaces in there. But look at that. They're actually made that way. And then the tongue is sewn to the sides of the shoe. Yeah. It's amazing. That's technology.
They've probably been out for about 4 or 5 years, and we just didn't realize.
I didn't know that Chuck Taylor was anymore. I thought they had just that went south. It was bankrupt or something. Somebody else purchased it. Okay, some offshore interest. All right, welcome to the warm-up. We got all kinds of stuff to talk about today.
Starting with me being glad that you're back.
Oh, of course,
God,
me being
thank
back.
Goodness.
All the way from college. Have you ever been to College Station, Texas?
No. Where you flew into Houston? Where is College Station? It's north and west of Houston, about an hour 45 minutes. Student population of 49,000. This place is enormous. It's huge. Bigger than the UW, then, isn't it?
And it's Texas, so it just sprawls all over everywhere. It's just wild. I guess at one point it was kind of a semi-militaristic, male-only academy, agricultural academy after the turn of the century. Now I'm told there are more women than men there. And I believe that. What a crowd there was last night. There were 5,000 people there, about a 12,000-seat arena. But they were all women.
Were they?
All women. Great-looking women, too. Great-looking Texas women. It was wild last night. So I did the Kansas-Texas A&M game last night, basketball. And I come back to tell you that I think the UW, Arizona, Cal, I've seen them play a lot. I'd even throw Oregon into that mix. I think those 4 teams would give Kansas all they want. And Kansas is 4th or 5th in the country, 4th AP, 5th ESPN in the country. And that's what I come away with. They are running roughshod over the Big 12 now. And they play Missouri this weekend. Missouri was beaten by Kansas State a couple of nights ago. I really think the Pac-12 is going to do much better in the postseason than everyone thinks they're going to do. And I believe that there's a real shot they'll get 4 teams in the tournament. I do. I'm here to tell you that.
Oregon being the 4th team.
Oregon being the 4th. I think they can really...
Well, the last I saw, Joe Lunardi had... the Huskies were, what, number 11? Yeah. And I think Cal was a 9 seed.
Like a 9 or something, which is...
I've never seen anything that low for the Pac-12 or the Pac-10 before this.
I think these kids... and Arizona's got the cachet because they are Arizona. They have Sean Miller. He's well known in the East. And if you don't think that plays into it, you're badly mistaken. I think Arizona can get it done, too, if they can get up to that 21 win mark. Now Oregon, they obviously hold the key this weekend when they play Oregon State at Oregon State for starters. But I think that there's a real chance that these clubs could do much better than everybody has predicted they will do, just based on the eye test last night and looking at that Kansas ball club. All right, we'll come right back with more in the second half of the warm-up.
Forget cable, switch to Frontier. The Fios Triple Play brings dedicated 100% fiber optics to your home. Fios TV, 15x5 internet and digital phone for $108.50 per month with 2-year price protection plan on qualifying service. FrontierPacificNW.com.
Welcome back to the warm-up. Kevin Calabro and the go-to guy Jim Moore here on 710 ESPN Seattle. Patience? Should we have patience with this NBA NHL search? I was preaching patience last week, but I really think there's a chance that this whole thing's going to fall apart in Sacramento. I do. They're under the gun now. They got to come up with something. They haven't come up with anything after 5 years of scratching their heads, the NBA in there doing their thing. I don't know. It's something
so is that
about
just a hunch on your part?
Yeah, well, the numbers...
Just from Stern's comments yesterday for TNT?
The numbers don't mesh. The numbers just don't mesh. They're asking the owners for a boatload of dough. I'm not sure they're good for that.
But there was that joint statement yesterday with Kevin Johnson, the mayor of Sacramento, and David Stern saying that the talks have been constructive and they're going to continue down there in Orlando at the All-Star Weekend. And they what, they moved the deadline back to March 6th or whatever for the council
That's what
vote?
the council's going to vote. They'll come to some sort of an agreement on terms on March 1st, if they come to an agreement on terms on March 1st, and then the council will vote on the plan. That
See,
gives them 5 days.
I figured you'd be red hot over David Stern's comments about, well, it's not necessarily a case if you build an arena, they will come.
Well, I was a little perturbed at that, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You got to have a building if you want to play in the big leagues. You got to have a building, and I think there'll be a team that'll come here sooner than later. But I'm curious.
Well,
to
your
see
sources told you though, and we were talking about it yesterday while you were gone. I mean, your sources said it's going to be a long-term deal.
Got to be patient.
Not necessarily short-term. And your sources were telling you that when we were all thinking, hey, Christopher Hansen probably knows something more than we do about the Kings deal.
Yeah.
And that appeared to be more imminent than it is now. And then I was also hoping that he might know something more about the Coyotes deal in Phoenix falling through.
Well,
and that's not going to fall through either.
Well, I don't know. Has anybody signed the check yet? The NHL says they believe there's a group that's going to step forward. They haven't done it yet. By the end of the month, this was the last thing I heard. By the way, they are playing great hockey. Oh, my goodness. Right now, they're 7th in the West for a playoff shot. Should be good.
And how about the Kings, too?
And the Kings are falling.
Isaiah Thomas, he's going crazy.
He's going crazy, but they're losing. They're falling apart. But I still think there is a chance that they won't get it done down there in Sacramento. Am I rooting against them or for them? No, I'm just stating something that I feel. I can see them just dragging the Maloof brothers in there. And Stern's got one Maloof here, he's got the other Maloof here, and he's like banging their head like Mo used to do with Curly and Shemp.
Yeah.
Where he would like bang their heads together.
They got a new Three Stooges movie coming out, I think.
And then he'll lift them upside down and he'll shake them, trying to get change out of their pocket to make up the difference in the arena deal.
It might come to that.
By the ankles, shaking them.
Is it okay though? Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I feel kind of guilty. You can't really root against Sacramento, but is it okay? Why not? Can't we root against them?
Well, I got friends.
Is that low?
I got friends that work for the organization and are making a living down there, and I'd hate for them to be out of a gig because it's a tough deal.
Okay, I can see that, but if you don't mind, I'll still root for it to fall
through. I mean, that's fine. No, I'm good with that. Okay. All right, we're going to come back in living color at 3 o'clock on radio on 710 ESPN Seattle.